Hello. So today I'm going to be talking about to niche or not to niche, or to niche and not to niche. All right, depending on how you say it. So stay tuned. Okay.
Welcome to our podcast, designed for psychologists, therapists, and counselors who want to take their business online and live a soul-nourished and profitable life without compromise. If you want to know the secrets used by practitioners just like you to navigate the global e-learning market successfully, then you're in the right place. I'm Dr. Tilean, chartered psychologist, business mentor, and your host, and welcome to the Abundant Practitioner podcast.
Welcome. So I'm here to talk about to niche or not to niche, right? I've decided that coming back after maternity leave, little Zakia is now nearly 2 months. But I've decided to host Training Tuesday. So I want to dive into a topic around setting up your business online, right? And cover something that's really going to help you. And today I'm going to talk about to niche or not to niche, right? And the reason I want to talk about this is because as practitioners, it can be like our skills in helping people can help loads of people, many different types of people from all walks of life, from all different ages, right? And with all different challenges, problems, right? Like we can help them in a variety of ways. And so often what a practitioner will do when they set up private practice, right, in a traditional sense of the matter, is they will just do like a kind of catch for all. And they'll speak a lot about, you know, about themselves and our beautiful qualifications. And you might find their bio saying some things like, I commonly draw upon cognitive behavioral therapy and acceptance and commitment therapy and psychodynamic approach and the systemic theory, right? That the person that is coming to the site, that is coming to you for help, right? A lot of that is going over their head, to be honest. You know what I mean? Like systemic what? Like solution focused what? Compassion focused, cognitive behavioral, this, that, EDMR. Like, I just need help with my marriage, right? Or I just need help with my children, yeah? Or I just need help with my trauma, right? Or whatever it is, yeah? Um, and they come and they find this practitioner, and I'm a psychologist, so I'm kind of speaking from that perspective, but you could well be like a physio or whatever, right? Another type of practitioner. And you are talking like your language, not their language. And then the other thing is that many times the site will say, and I help children and adults and families, and I help people in bereavement and divorce and pain recovery and post-traumatic stress disorder and this and that and like seriously, if you have already set up private practice or you've been thinking about going that in the traditional way, look at like how many bullet points you were going to put up in terms of all the different things you can help people with, right? That's the turn not niche. Yeah, right. Like I'm not going to niche. I can help everybody. I want to kind of cast my net wide, because if I cast my net wide and I have all these different ways of helping people, from cognitive behavioral therapy to EDMR to systemic approach to this approach to that approach to that approach, right? I'm going to be seen as someone that can help even more people with all these skills and qualifications that I have as well. And look how many different ways I can help somebody, so surely like people are just going to be pouring in to my practice. And I'm now going to be working one-to-one, back to back to back to back to back with all of these people that you're having a different conversation every hour, right, on a different thing. And so, like how, when you're working in that way, right? How like deep can you go? You know what I mean? Like in terms of your own personal level of development, like in your professional development, right? How deep do you get to go in terms of understanding the latest research out there, understanding the latest methodologies and treatments out there, right? And, like how deep do you get to go when you have like 5, 10, 15, 20 different areas of expertise that you are saying you can help people with, right? Like, and how does that feel in practice? Yeah. Most of the time people are doing that. When I speak to practitioners, they're doing that because they think that is the done deal, right? But when you are creating a business that's going to stand out in the global e-learning world, right? You have to become indifferent. Yeah, because if you are doing this catch all, like I'm here to serve anybody and everybody because I have these skills and qualifications and abilities, which I don't question, right? As a psychologist, I have worked with a variety of people before starting my business. Yeah. And so it was like, I can like help anyone. Like I could take this in any direction. Yeah. How do I possibly decide what my niche is going to be? Like I want to serve everybody, but it became very transparent very quickly. Like I'm not going to be able to go deeper in terms of like my level of professionalism and in really understanding and becoming an expert and a leader in whether that was going to be children, whether that was going to be post-traumatic stress, whether that was going to be, relationships, whatever that is, right? You cannot help yourself get a level of depth because there's only so much time for learning, right? So if you are going to decide that your specialism is all things, I'm a master of all things, all right? Like, how do you get deep with that area of specialism? You just can't, okay? And so, really, like, when you are deciding that actually I'm going to create a business that is going to have transformational experiences, right? That I'm going to create them and they're going to be offered to people across the globe. And I'm going to go, really far with this. And I am also going to make not just more impact, but also more income and be able to increase my fees and really set the value higher, is to decide this is the area that I'm going to choose to go deeper with, right? I'm going to be kept up to date with what's going on with the research in this particular area. I'm going to understand the messaging and of the problems that people with this area are dealing with. I'm going to really create products and services to help these particular people. Now you start to set yourself out there as an authority, as a leader in that space. And now you get called to do some great things in that area, right? Like one of the things, like if I think of, I'm grabbing a magazine here, of an event that I spoke at, right? But I was like, the events that I spoke at, the magazines I've been featured in, like all of these stuff, is not because there is some fantastic PR team behind here. It was literally from choosing a niche and positioning myself as an authority, as a leader, as somebody that is going deeper in this area of understanding for my clients, that when somebody's putting on an event and they're looking for a speaker on that area, they're going to think of me. And that's what you want to be thinking of as well. Like, how do you position your business, right? Yourself in the online world, which is busy, right? Like, it's like busy down here. How do you position yourself here? Right. And that is by niching, and not just any old niching, but getting really, really clear. And, that's like the first step I take our clients on when they choose to work with us in Discover a New Way. Right. We get super clear. Right. back and forth. I'm going through a series of exercises with them to help them really like decide on who is that soul aligned, right, client, right? Those clients that you really just feel absolutely called to, yeah, call to serve first and foremost, right? And maybe there's a series of different clients that you feel called to serve, but who are you going to start with? Let's start with one. Yeah, let's start with one audience, and then we'll broaden the scope. And the reason I grabbed this magazine is because, like, I was on a platform of other amazing practitioners, right, who are also focused in, right? So you may be focused in on an area, or you may be focused in on a method, right? So you may be focused in on a method such as compassion, or you may be focused in on an area such as well-being, or you may be focused in on, you know, something else, an area of like social media, right, and the effects of that, right? And so it's about focusing in. And guys, like, I hear practitioners come up with, like, you know, I want to wave the BS flag where they're like, I just don't want to niche because I don't know how to niche. And I'm like, guys, like, seriously, right, with all love and respect, you know, the education, the academic education that we have, when we were writing a thesis, a dissertation, we were required to niche. We were required to be focused. What is the hypothesis? Do the background research on this hypothesis, right? What's the methodology that you're going to use to work out whether this hypothesis is true or false, right? Like, write up the results. You know, like that, we are used to niching. So, you know, like, and coming up with that one area that we're going to go deep with. And that's what you want to do with your business, especially if it's going to stand out in the global e-learning market. Okay. So let me know in the comments your biggest aha from this, right? You know, if you've got any worries, concerns, fears around this as well that you want me to explore or go deeper on, let me know, guys, right? Because I'm here to help you. I am dedicated to supporting as many practitioners rise up and become even more abundant practitioners, right? The abundant practitioner is a practitioner that is working in ways that feel limitless, right? You are not limited by location. You are not limited by who you are, right? Like, you get to bring your whole self to your role. Yeah, you get to be you. You get to show up in ways that feel aligned and light and loving, right? And spread your love and light in the world that you are called to serve. Yeah, but also you are being called to earn more. Okay, right? The work and the outcomes that you can help people with, especially in the global e-learning market, which is a booming industry, is set to reach levels of $1 trillion, right, slash pound industry by 2028. That's not that far. It's growing rapidly, right? Huge growth since when I have joined, 8 years ago. You get to be a part of that too. But if you're going to be a part of that in a successful way, you're really going to have to see how you position yourself away from the masses, and you get to do that, right? Like, as a practitioner, you have so much skills within you to rise yourself above there. That means you can command higher fee points. That means you can, you know, really work with people in much more ethical ways, right, and supportive ways and transformational ways than what some people are doing out there. So I'm here to help you guys win. All right, so if there's any way I can support you, let me know. Okay, I'm going to hop in and be doing this Training Tuesday podcast episode every single week, right? Okay, where possible, right? And so let me know if there's points you want me to discuss. Okay, so that's what I'm going to be doing. But let me know your takeaways. Okay, to niche or not to niche. For me, it's to niche, right? You want to rise up, you want to be seen, you're going to want to have a focus. Like, like, what do you stand for? What's the movement that you want to create? What's that ripple of impact you want to create, right? What is that? Like, what are you passionate about? What are you like, I want to like see a difference in this. I want to help these people with this, right? Like that could help you start to identify and spark what that particular niche may be. Okay. I'm going to wrap up there, over and out, and I'll see you again at some point soon. Okay. Definitely on Tuesdays.
Thank you for tuning into today's show. We drop a brand new episode each week, so do subscribe. And if you like what you heard and you're ready to pivot the way you work and discover a new way, then go to www.drtilean.com/explore and book an appointment to speak with our team. We'll hop on the phone with you for about 45 minutes and help you craft out a step-by-step strategy on how you can successfully make the pivot just like our clients have. I'm Dr. Tilean. Good luck and let's talk soon.